I don't see a bolt there. I only see what looks like the end of a sheared off bolt. So that just made this job terrible. Hey guys, so today we're going to be installing the Verus Engineering brake cooling ducts for the GR STi. The reason I'm doing this is because I've been hitting the track quite a lot and the brakes are not keeping up. This is only a mod that I would recommend for people who have already upgraded their pads and rotors and find that it's still not working. The pedal is still getting squishier. Otherwise, it's a pointless upgrade. But since I've already upgraded my rotors to two-piece rotors, the gyro discs, and upgrade the pads with upgraded brake fluid, and it's still not working, I think the next step now is to try this kit. So one of the things I liked about this kit is, as you can see, it's very well made. The components are just exceptional. It doesn't look like it's going to fall apart anytime soon. This section here is good for clearancing the wheel and the inner fender, so there should be no fouling of parts there. This is stainless steel, very well built, with a carbon fiber inlet. One of the things I like about this inlet here is it directs air directly into the center of the disc through the vanes, which is the main way to get heat out of the discs. So again, I've searched around and this was the best one I could find. Another thing I like about this kit is the fact that it uses the existing fog lamps. So, as you see, I've already taken out my fog lights, and they will bolt. These will be now my intakes for my brake ducts. So, you know what? Let's get started and see how this goes. I think this could be fun. So, Verus have included their own hardware set for this. This brake disc, dust shield, just notice when it bolts in, it's very close. There is the ABS cable, which kind of fouls on it, so we'll have to be careful of that and kind of work around that. And also, if you look at the, what do we see here? The bits where the screws go in, it's kind of tight, so it doesn't sit flush with the surface. So Verus have included some standoffs, which you'll need to be installed between the plate and the surface to clearance the dust shield so that it fits. So let's get these in and see how it looks. Okay, after trying to figure out for myself, I conceded and I looked at the instruction manual. So apparently the next step is to go to the inside of the bumper and remove these right here. So it should be a case of just the tab and pulling it out. Let's see how this goes. So that's been removed. Let me get this piece and we drill holes. Make it good. So it needs to sit in there like that. So I'm just gonna get some drill bits and cut it out. We'll drill it out. Goes in like that. Just bolt it in like so, and then you attach this guy next. So let's go do that. I'll tighten it up, and then let's do the other side. Good. And we have an attached air intake. I'm quite pleased. Okay, so now that we have the ducts put into the bumper, see, I've installed that into different locations. I put the covers back on the front, so it just looks pretty good actually, I think. Now I'm just going to mock it back onto the car, so I can get an idea of where to install these guys. I'm going to need to cut a hole into a liner around here somewhere. Well, maybe not this side. This side's a little janky, but the other side I'll certainly have to cut the hole somewhere. I'm going to put the bumper on and see how it looks. So. Okay, so now that it's been mocked back on, it's back on. Yeah, for sure, I'm going to need to make a cut a hole somewhere around here to make it fit. Let's wrap it into the thing and see how it looks. Mount this around here somewhere. Where's the best place going to be to mount this? You know what? Let me play around with this, and I'll show you what I end up doing. Alright. Okay, we're back. So actually I found out I had to undo this again. It made everything assembly a lot more easy. I attached all the points. I cut out this section here and the fender liner to make clearance for this ducting. Now I come across a little bit of a problem here, where the instructions basically said to use these mounting holes and zip tie to a fender liner. I had that piece. There's a piece that was seen back here, which used to sit back there, and I had that removed. It actually fell off during a track day. It got ripped off. It was pretty messy, but it was unusable. So I just have left it. Left it, and I haven't replaced it, and I don't have any plans to replace it because I am going for a splitter on the front. So I don't see the point in replacing that point. This plastic fender in the back. So that now leads me to thinking, how do I mount this? Right now it kind of wants to sit here. So the best way I can think of is I'm going to need to make a custom bracket. I'm thinking just about getting a sheet metal, cutting it, mounting it here and here, and extending this piece of extending this down so that I can then bolt it into this metal here. So that's what I'm going to do next. So essentially, recap: we've bolted everything up. We just bolted this in place. We're going to make a custom bracket, and we'll see how that goes. Alright. Okay, so it's been a couple hours since I was last working on this car. I've actually built a couple of brackets, shown right here. It's basically just some sheet steel that I had lying around. I've given it a coat of paint that I had, again, lying around. And it's basically going to be used to mount this onto here. I'll get everything mounted up. I've already drilled some holes into the chassis right there. Coated it with some paint just to stop it from rusting. And, well, you'll see how it's all put together. Okay, we're back, and this is pretty much how it works. Got my brake cooling ducts here. You can see it's all here. Air comes through here, goes into the inlet of the discs, shown right here. Everything's routed through here. This is the flat part, the clearance for the wheel. This is actually intentionally made pretty bendable, so I can actually probably bend it further away if required. It's basically just drilled and riveted in to the chassis. I'm going to drill those out. That's not a permanent thing. This is just because I don't have any riv nuts right now. But I'll get back to that at a later date to drill them out and do something a little more. We'll do something a little better than just riveting it in, because I don't like those. Put the fender liner back in, and that's pretty much it. That's one side of the brake cooling ducts. As you can see on the outside, I think it looks pretty good. That's a little light for you guys. That's basically what you see. That is the inlet. I might adjust that. I think you can. Is it adjustable? Yeah, I can spin that around a little bit, make it a little nicer. Try to get that more flush. But just tweaking at the moment. But that's pretty much it. That's one side of the brake cooling ducts. I'm probably gonna get some zip ties and and tidy up things a little better in there. But at this point now, I'm going to put the discs back on, the caliper back on, and see what it looks like. And then we'll just do the next side. The next side is pretty much the same as the first. Okay. Okay. So rotors are back on, calipers are back on. Looking around, doesn't look like anything's going to foul anywhere. I think it looks pretty good. The gap along here, along the top, looks pretty consistent. Doesn't look like it's going to touch anywhere. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know if you can see through here. It's probably going to be really hard to pick up, but if you look through the holes, you can see the outlet. You're probably not going to see it on the camera, but it's there, meaning that the hole is pointed directly through to the fins. Shown here, which will do all the cooling. That is good. I'm going to do the other side now. I'm very happy with how this looks. Ooh. This looks like it's in pretty good condition. That is a beefy disc, eh? Guys, I highly recommend gyro discs. These things are ridiculous. They look so nice. They work. My last discs I used were a Stop Tech disc, and I killed them pretty much right away. These things, I beat the crap out of them. I overheat them. That's why I made the brake discs. The cooling. But I just beat on these things so bad, and they look great. Look look like anything's really happened to the haven't been affected by anything. So get these if you can. Nice. 12mm socket. Huh. Okay, so I just noticed something. Let's see if you guys can notice anything. So that's bolt number 1. Bolt number 2. I don't see a bolt there. I only see what looks like the end of a sheared off bolt. So that just made this job terrible. Oh man, alright, let's go on. Let's see what we gotta deal with. Big old hammer, center punch. Boom. That is nice, right down the center. Alright, let's see how this goes. It's getting there. It's getting there. Alright, we're through. Let's see how it looks. We got first hole. Go through. It's not so bad. Alright, that isn't half bad. I think that's pretty good. That went way better than I thought. That could have been really bad. Okie dokie, let's get the top set up. Okay, so I've tested the thread. And apparently it's an M8 1.25. I know this because I pulled the bolts, I did one of the good ones, and there's the number, M8 1.25. So I'm basically now tapping this again, using that thread. So let's see how this goes. Just gonna work through. Okay, moment of truth. Does the thread work? Screw in. Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah. You know, there's some things in life which are satisfying. Some things are less satisfying. But you know what? That right there, that is a satisfying feeling. Holy crap. Look at the dust and dirt that came out. Oh, rust. Holy. This just made my day. Getting the other brake side, ducting on that side is cool, but this, I don't know. I feel like I actually accomplished something right now. That's cool. Alright, on with the installation. So everything's been installed now. put the wheels back on. As you can see right there. We'll put these wheels back on. Shine a light down there, and you can probably see right there, behind there, the brake ducting, which then goes to the front, which uses the standard fog lamp, which I think is really nice. Come back from a distance and this is what you see. Just look at the other wheel. Yeah, you can't even tell that there's brake, but it's there. And the wheel's clear. There's no rubbing. So that's it. Let's just close this. That is pretty much how you install the Verus Engineering brake ducting on a GR STi. If you have any questions, comment below. Feel free to subscribe if you want, because I am going to be trying to make more videos like this and of the progression of this car. I might throw some other types of videos in as well, but yeah, if you enjoyed this, let me know. Thanks a lot. See ya.